Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to you all to today's online class. I hope you all are in a good mood. Are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Yes, ma'am.
learn
Yes,
something
ma'am.
new?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us begin the class. Before I teach you the lesson, I am going to tell you a wonderful story. There was a king named Miraz. The king was a wealthy and curious person. One day, he thought to take the taste of the people of his kingdom. What he did, he kept a very big boulder on the path and hid behind a big tree. He observed that the people who were passing by that road, they were not caring about all this. Simply, they were passing by that road and nobody is caring. And the king also observed that a group of persons they were standing there and they were the so-called wealthy merchants of his region. And those people also they instead of trying to remove the boulder they started talking against the king that how the king has failed to maintain the roads. After some time the king saw a peasant was passing by that road. He kept all the vegetable he was carrying in the side and tried to remove the boulder from the path. And finally, he succeeded also. After seeing this, the king came out and rewarded the person with a bag full of gold coins. Dear children, before removing this boulder, the peasant was completely unaware that he was going to be rewarded for this. But as he was carrying a positive thought, as he was a good human being, so he was rewarded by the king. In the same way, where we are living, if we will contribute for the society in a positive way, the place will become a better place to live in. So, with this positive note, let us start today's lesson. I hope everybody know this planet on your screen. The planet which is now, can you identify which planet is this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Earth.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Earth.
yes, very correct. You know, on the Earth surface, you can find continents are there. This is your Africa. Countries there, like here is India. Island countries are there. Oceans are there. Seas are there. So many things are there on the Earth surface. So I hope all of you know that what other features are there on the earth surface. So let us know that how far you know your earth. I'm going to share a link. All of you just go to the chat box. All of you go to the chat box. I have shared a link, Padlet link. All of you open that link. Let me see who is the first one to respond. Yes, you have started writing. Very good. Let me see who is the first one. How far you know? Yes, Abhikshit, Delta, very correct. Priya, Delta, Manisha, Lakes. Yes, somebody has, Dileshwari has pasted picture of tree and written tree. Very good, excellent. Pragya, mountain. Yes, who else is writing? Let me see. That means it is showing that on the earth surface you have written about natural feature. Some man-made features are also there. Let me see who is writing. Yes, Dibyanshu, animals, human beings. Piyush, living things, non-living things. Yes, very correct. So if I'll give you a chance, you'll write so many things. So, dear children, as you know, during this pandemic, I hope all of you have just due to shutdown or lockdown, you are not able to visit any place. I want to take you all in a virtual trip. Let us go on a virtual trip. We are going to Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, one of the seventh wonder of the world. All of you might be knowing that where is Taj Mahal located? Do you know where Taj Mahal is located?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Agra.
Very correct.
Ma'am, Agra.
Yes, very correct.
In Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, in Uttar Pradesh, in Agra, you can see this Yamuna river is flowing by that. It is built on the bank of Yamuna river. Just this is the surrounding, it's a mosque located there. You can see this is the Taj Mahal, beautiful Taj Mahal in front of you right now. You can have a look of its surrounding. It's very beautiful. Whenever you will get a chance, you can also visit. So these are the things about the earth surface. We know it, that's why you are able to write. So do you know about that much about the earth's interior? Earth's interior is still a mystery for all of us. Let us see this video. Why is it so?
Did you know that much like you, even scientists have not managed to dig too deep into the earth? They have only dug, say, 7 miles into the earth's interior. Then, how do we know so much about the earth's interior that goes thousands of miles deep? One of the methods scientists use to know all about the deep interiors of our Earth is the study of seismic waves. That is how we have come to know about the different layers of the Earth and their characteristics.
So dear children, I hope all of you have guessed that which chapter we are going to learn today. This is about the surface and interior of the Earth. Here, this book I'll share with you. Here I pasted two stories that you can watch. From this chapter, you are going to learn in a detail about the Earth's surface, from which sources we get the information, about the different seismic waves, and also about the different layers of the Earth's interior. Why Earth's interior is a mystery for all of us? Because deep down the temperature is very high. It does not allow us to dig deep, and there is not any possibility of living organism inside. The deepest mine which is ever being digged out, that is the one gold mine, Mopeng gold mine, that is about 4 kilometers. And the deepest hole which is ever drilled, it is about 12 kilometers deep. Like the temperature of the earth's surface, here the temperature of the earth's interior is also very high. So we are not able to enter inside the earth. So how you are getting the information? Because no living organisms are there who can send us the information. So our knowledge about the earth's interior is completely based on indirect observation. So what is the indirect observation on which it is depending? Just all of you know that there are certain internal activities. In your previous chapter you have studied about the earthquake, about the volcanic eruption, from which we get information about the earth's interior. So I am going to show you a video on volcanic eruption. All of you just watch. This is about Pompeii city. How volcanic eruption has affected it, you see.
The Roman city of Pompeii, 1st century AD. An affluent, vibrant and progressive hub near Naples, with Mount Vesuvius towering over the city. Inactive for centuries, the people of Pompeii had no fear of the great volcano. But deep inside Vesuvius, molten rock had been leaking from the Earth's crust. A thick plug of rock in the volcano blocked its exit, and explosive pressure slowly grew inside. morning of August 24th, 79 AD, Pompeii was about to meet its fate. The volcano finally erupted, sending molten rock 15 kilometers into the sky. The day turned black as the hot rock mixed with the air over Pompeii, blocking the sun, cooling and falling on the city as pumice rock, ash and rain. 4 billion tons of material would fall on Pompeii within 24 hours. Ash and magma collided in the air, triggering volcanic lightning. As the eruption continued, the magma chamber eventually emptied and collapsed. The first pyroclastic surge towards Pompeii begins. These are ground-hugging avalanches of hot ash, pumice and volcanic gas that rush towards Pompeii at 100 kilometers per hour. The first surge falls just short of the city, but asphyxiation from toxic gas and ash killed many. 16 hours after the first eruption, the volcano column completely gave way. Pyroclastic waves smashed through houses, leaving victims instantaneously encased in blankets of ash and pumice. The city and its people were frozen in time. Mount Vesuvius buried Pompeii in 25 meters of volcanic rock and ash. Pompeii was rediscovered by accident over 1,500 years later, in 1594. The buildings and its people having been encased in ash and preserved in time.
So dear children, from this video, all of you might have observed that how a volcanic eruption can bring a change to the earth's surface. So when volcanic eruption are taking place, what happened from inside? The materials are coming outside, getting deposited, and by studying all those, the scientists used to know about the earth's interior. So that is the source. So as you know, earthquake takes place. Whenever the earthquake takes place, the earth's surface will start trembling and shaking. It is all because due to the internal movement. Internal movement takes place due to the, you can say, movement of the tectonic plates. What are tectonic plates? Tectonic plates are the large fragments of the earth's interior. Some are moving towards each other, which are known as converging plate. Some are moving away from each other. So that is why there is sometimes collision, there is sometimes friction between them. So that leads to occurrence of earthquake or like creation of fold and falls. And during that time, some rock waves originates. And the shock waves which originates, they are known as seismic waves. Seismic waves or earthquake waves, their speed varies. Why their speed varies? Depending on the material through which they are passing. So there are 2 points. One is focus, another is epicenter. Dear children, all of you remember these 2 terms. Whenever the earthquake takes place, always where it originates, that place is being reflected, the epicenter and focus. So let me show you what is focus and what is epicenter. All of you see, suppose this is a piece of landmass. This is the, let me show you the point. Suppose this is a point where earthquake originates. And this point where the earthquake will originate, that place will be known as focus. Remember this one. And the place where specially vertically above the focus, that is known as epicenter. Vertically above means it is like this, just vertically above. That means where the first shock wave reaches, that place is known as epicenter. You can write it and remember it also. Epicenter. So these are the two important points which shows the movement of the earthquake waves. When earthquake waves originate, there are two types of earthquake waves. In first phase, primary waves are generated. Why they are known as primary wave? Because they are the first wave to reach the ground. They reach the ground first, that's why the name is given primary waves. These waves can travel through both solid and liquid medium, and these are also faster. If you think about the secondary wave, they originates at a gap of 30 to 40 seconds only. But they are the second to reach the Earth's surface. That is why they are known as secondary waves or S waves. They only moves through solid medium. So now question comes, why they are not able to pass through both the mediums? Let me show you why they are not able to pass through both the mediums. But before that, you should know two more technical terms. That is seismology. What is seismology? The science that studies the earthquakes and related phenomena. Seismograph is the instrument which is used to record the earthquake. I will show you the seismograph, one model of seismograph. Everybody now see, this is a model of seismograph which I have prepared. And with this, what happens in seismograph, this point is fixed with a base, strong base. And when earthquake occurs, the base, normally what happened, the base used to, it started shaking, the base will shake like this. With that, the rod will also shake, and that will create a graph. And that graph is then just measured with the help of Richter scale. This type of graph is created, you can see. These graphs are being read with the help of Richter scale. And if we see in Richter scale what happened, there are certain points. If it will be below below 2 magnitude, it will be very very light, it may not be felt. If it will be like 4 to 5, it is moderate. If it is more than 7, it will be major. And if it will be more than 8, that will be a great earthquake which is very harmful, and it can destroy the building. You can see here one picture is there. It can completely destroy all the buildings. So how, earlier I told you P and S wave, they passes through different mediums. Let us see why they passes through different mediums. Why that varies, like the speed of both the, let me show you here. I am going to show you a video. All of you watch this. This video I have created with the help of your teachers. Just see the position. This is the first position. Here they are presenting the primary waves and the solid medium. In solid medium, the atoms are very closely spaced. So that is why here all your teachers are keeping their hand and holding tight the soldiers of others. Now you check how it is changing. When I am pushing from the back, just you see. So here you have seen, I am pushing to only the madam which is at the back. But everybody there was a movement with everyone, even if to the end. So this is about the primary wave, because it moves in the direction where it propagates. That's why it reaches very fastly. And now see the next one. Now see the position. They are not holding each other. But when the movement is there, that is being changing again the position. You see, they are not touching each other, means they are showing the liquid medium. In liquid medium, the atoms are not very closely spaced, they are not complex, they are not rigid, they are scattered. So that's why they are not touching each other. But when primary waves reaches there, it moves like this. So I hope you understood this one. Next you see about the next medium. This is your liquid, this is solid medium, and about secondary wave. In case of secondary wave, you can see solid is rigid. Secondary waves are also known as shear waves. They moves up and down. That means in the perpendicular to the direction in which is it originates. So you see, if I am giving a pressure at the beginning, how the atoms are moving. So all of you have seen how your madams are moving. From this, you got an idea how it moves. The secondary wave through solid medium. Now again they are presenting the liquid medium. In liquid medium, again they are scattered, atoms are scattered. So how they are moving, you just see. So when I just pushed the person, as it was, they are not very closely spaced, that's why only one person is displaced. So that's why the secondary wave does not move through the liquid medium. Next, moving to the next, there are different layers of the earth's interior. So are you fond of eating cakes? Are you fond
Yes,
of
ma'am.
eating cakes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
On which occasion you used to eat the cakes? कौन से occasion में खाते हो? On which occasions?
Ma'am, birthdays.
On which occasions?
Ma'am, birthday.
Okay. On birthdays or certain celebrations, like you used to eat the cakes. In cakes also there are different layers. Okay. So like this cake, there is also layer in the earth's interior. Even if you have seen coconut, you have seen onion, different things are there. Even if the boiled egg, you'll find there are different layers. Like this one, this is your earth, and like this one, this is about the earth's interior. Inside the earth, the layers are there, you can see. There are different layers which we are going to discuss one by one. And you have to also prepare a model like this after. This one I have prepared for you, and you will prepare after. So what are the different layers? Let us discuss one by one. To begin with, the first layer is the crust. Crust, this is the outer layer. Here you can say, just I have shown you here, this is the outermost layer, the layer on which we are living. Its thickness varies from place to place. It is about 60 to 100 kilometer thick, and mostly it is composed of silica and aluminium. Then mantle, it is also a very thick layer. It extends up to 2900 kilometer. You can see here. It extends up to 2900 kilometer. This is the middle layer, which is a semi-solid, which is in semi-solid state. The upper mantle extends up to 100 kilometer, whereas the lower mantle extends next, and it is made up of silica and magnesium. If you think about the core is the innermost layer, and its thickness is about 3470 kilometer. So thick it is. It is also having two layers, inner core and outer core. This is inner core and this is outer core, and it is rich in nickel and ferrous. Ferrous is the chemical name of iron. That's why the name is given Nife. It is called as Nife. So there are certain discontinuous zone. You know, like at your home, you'll find two rooms are separated by a wall. In the same way, here you can say crust is separated from upper mantle by Moravec discontinuity. That means the composition varies. Again, the mantle is separated from the outer core by Guttensburg discontinuity. The upper mantle and the lower mantle is separated by Repeti. The outer core and inner core is separated by lemma. These are the extra things you must know. But before that, let us have a recap. You must know that what are the features about the Earth's interior. If you see the video, you will able to understand it better. So all of you watch it carefully.
The topmost layer of the Earth is called the crust. It is also called lithosphere. Part of this layer lies below the continent floors and part of it also lies below the oceans. It is a solid layer made of mostly minerals and rocks.
Dear children, all of you see here. This is presenting the solid layer which is called as your crust. And this crust specially that is there under this continent, it is also there under the ocean. But if you find the thickness varies. It is thicker under the continents and thinner under the oceans. And its thickness varies, already I told you, varies from 60 to 100 kilometers. Remember this one? This will be very much essential to remember from the exam point of view. So this is 60 to 100 kilometers. And it composed of shear layer, that means silica and aluminium. And the next layer all of you are going to watch is the mantle layer.
The layer below the crust is the mantle. This is a semi-solid layer. The thickness of the mantle is 2,900 kilometers. Average temperature of this layer ranges from 870 degrees Celsius to 2,200 degrees Celsius.
The children, mantle is also a thick layer, and as I told you, this is about 2,900 kilometer. This is mantle. This is about 2,900 kilometer thick, and especially mantle layer is also divided into two layers. Those two layers are upper mantle and lower mantle. This is your upper mantle which extends up to 100 kilometer and rest 2800 kilometer, that is your lower mantle. It is a semi-solid layer and it composed of silica, mostly silica and magnesium. Then moving to the next.
The third or innermost layer of the Earth is the core. The diameter of the core is almost 7,000 kilometers. The average temperature ranges from 2,200 degrees Celsius to 5.
So dear children, you have seen that this is the core and it is so hot. And this core that is mostly having two layers. This upper one is known as outer core and this is the inner core. Its thickness varies and mostly it is composed of nickel, that means Ni for nickel. Then is your ferrous. Ferrous stands for, that is iron, that is composed of ferrous and nickel. So this is, you know everything, already you have discussed. So you have to remember all these facts from the exam point of view. But dear children, there is a thing all of you must think of. A very nice thing is given here, that the Himalayas, in the northern part of India, Himalayas are there. The Himalayas, that is formed due to collision of two plates. So this is a task for you. You will search and you will tell me in the next class about the features, which some photography you will share, certain diagrams you can share, and about the Himalayas, like an article you will write and you will present. To whom I'll ask, you will present about this. And one more thing, you can prepare some clay model with the help of this. Like different colors you use, prepare a clay model on the Earth's interior. Like I can show you, I have prepared a smaller one. With the help of clay, I pasted here. You can show it in different way. You can label it here also. Labeling is also very important. So always whenever you are doing any diagram, you need to label all those. So moving to the next one, here is a creative assignment. All of you must remember. We will discuss in the next class. You don't have to do now. You will go through it when I'll share, and next class we will discuss about all this. Then another puzzle is there. All of you will appear this. This is a kind of test for you. How far you know how to do? You will drag these pieces and you will match. Simply you will drag which part is matching with what. You will drag and drop so that like how the structure will be, you can do it. So this link also I am going to share. Now let us have a small test. This Google form also I'll share, but here I want to discuss a little. Let me, who can answer? The outermost layer of the Earth's interior is? The outermost layer of the Earth's interior is, who can answer?
Crust.
Very correct. This is
Crust.
crust. Right. Crust. Right. Which of the following shows arrangement of the interior layers of the earth in order from inner to outermost? Inner to outermost.
Core, mantle, and
Core, mantle, and crust.
Very correct.
Core,
Core,
mantle,
mantle,
crust.
and crust. Very correct. The thickness of mantle is about dash kilometer.
2,900 kilometers.
Yes, that is very correct. So this one I'll also share and you will also answer. I hope everybody will answer. Now you see one question is there in front of you. The total area of dash is larger than the total area of all the continents and islands. Which ocean? That means which oceans covers more area?
Pacific Ocean.
So
Pacific Ocean.
yes, very correct. It is the Pacific Ocean. Then next one. The seismic waves travel at different speeds. Why? The waves originate at different places and show their speed differs. The speed of the seismic waves slows down after they reach, especially lower mantle. The seismic wave travels in different direction in different speed. Which one? Which one will be? Any one you think, which one? The seismic waves travel in different direction and so the speed varies. Is it? Or the waves originate at different places and so their speed varies? Which one? Which one is the correct answer?
Man, the seismic waves travel in different direction and so the speed varies.
Okay, let me see whether your answer it's wrong. So what is the correct answer? All of you can check here. This is also, if you check this one, it is wrong. So here it is given the speed of the seismic wave slows down after they reach the mantle. All option it is showing wrong now. So okay, let us see the next question. See the next question.
Man.
Another option. Another option was there. Mute yourself, please. Mute yourself. Okay, this question we'll discuss in the next class. Next class we'll discuss. First, you have to go through the content because it is not matching with your content. You are facing a little problem. So we will discuss about this one in the last class. And finally, dear children, there is a diagram. This one you will also do. And another game is there. Here I have also inserted one game. You will also play that game. When you will click on the link, you will get it. I'll share the link. You will play the game. So study like there is no tomorrow, because if you keep putting off your studies for tomorrow, you will probably be too late. But before ending, I want that all of you should see all the I hope you know what is aluminum foil. You have seen this is aluminium.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, you have seen
Yes, ma'am.
this is also aluminium. You can see at your home this metal. This is silica. You can find in the shoes and your purses. This is magnesium. Magnesium, your mantle is composed of magnesium. This is magnesium ribbon. And nickel, you can see this is nickel. I hope everybody knows that this is nickel, and all of you have seen iron. So nickel coated is there. Still I am showing you the iron. This is nickel and this is iron. So I hope you got a very clear idea about the concept. Still you go through the chapter. Any difficulty will be there, we'll discuss in the next class. So with this, I want to end this session, but everybody carry a positive note that you have to learn the things today itself. So you will learn. So bye bye everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.